and we're making it official. Zebec is officially partnering with Ripple to build enterprise-grade payroll on the XRPL, settled in RLUSD.
Ripple Zebec partnering together to bring institutional money to the XRP ledger. How massive is this? This is something we've been waiting for quite some time. If you've been following this channel, we've been talking about the back rooms of Zebec and Ripple partnership happening. This playlist here is about 5 months or so ago when I made these videos, and we were talking about the partnership between Ripple and Zebec and the potential of that being a reality one day. And here we are seeing Zebec and Ripple becoming a partner. And what this really does is it brings four crypto projects together. If you've been following Ripple or the XLM or SHX or ZBCN, all four projects seem to be tied together very closely. And these announcements keep coming together one after another. We have the XLM, the SHX, and now the ZBCN partnership all being rolled out. This is a massive move. So if you're following these four projects, I really think you're onto something here. And that's not financial advice by any means, but really exciting to see that Zebec and Ripple have officially announced they are partners going forward. Massive move. And just in case you missed it, now the ZBCN and XRP Tangent cards are out. Really cool little collector's item here, I think, personally. That's what I'm due for it. I'm going to just hang on to it. It's pretty cool that these are out. Excited to see that partnership as well. And if you're in the market for a Tangent wallet, you can use my code DC10 here to get 10% off of your Tangent wallet. That's if you're in the market for one. No worries if you're not. Now let's get into the other stories that are really happening outside of just their partnership, which is massive, of course. And this is going to be the one coming from Ripple and their treasury. It's a pretty big announcement, and really think about this number here once we get this to you. So check it out here from Ripple. It says the world's most adaptable treasury platform, trusted by industry leaders worldwide, 100% cash visibility, 13,000 connected banks, $12.5 trillion in payments volume. So for people that have been following Ripple Treasury, you're probably thinking, okay, big deal. This is stuff that we know. But really think about what's going on here. Zebec payments, Ripple Treasury, $12.5 trillion, 13,000 banks, and we're just now getting started. Like, crypto hasn't really fully launched yet. It's now taking off, and we're now seeing institutional players stepped in. And right now we're seeing $12.5 trillion in volume with Ripple Treasury. And we're also seeing partners, like I said, with XLM, SHX, ZBCN. This money has to get moved at some point through certain avenues. Again, let's hope that all this money does hit these rails in a certain way that makes a big impact for everybody else in the market, right? That's what we're all hoping for. And while we're talking about the money hitting the rails and these new announcements and the excitement that comes from that, again, it's always important to understand that just because these headlines come out, as we said in our last video covering all the different symposiums and conferences coming out, you're going to see a lot of exciting information, guys. Just don't get too caught up in the excitement. Just know that you need the other aspect of it, which is, of course, is going to be that Clarity Act. It's going to be a big piece of the puzzle that we're still missing, which we're going to talk about here in a second. But also, you have to wait for the rest of the money to hit the market. It's not going to be a flip of the switch where we're going to go from $2.45 trillion crypto market to the $30 trillion crypto market overnight. It's going to take some time to build up. All these headlines are just great information to know that these projects are expanding. And just know, as we're seeing this summer come up, you're going to see a lot of conferences and symposiums and events come up. And more headlines are going to come out. And it's going to be exciting. It's going to be good information. Just don't expect it to reflect the prices of the project you're investing in, if that makes sense, guys. Just think of it long term. This is great information for long term. And as we're talking about good information for long term, we're going to talk about the Solana, MoonPay, Mastercard, USDC. Big announcement here with Mastercard and MoonPay. But before we do, guys, if you could please hit that like button. Crypto space has been down on YouTube. 50 to 70% is what people are saying. Being very much appreciated if you guys hit the like button and support the channel in that sense. And if you like this kind of reporting, please consider hitting that subscribe button. We would love to have you a part of this channel. Now let's get into the story I was going to show you guys. This comes out from Solana on May 1st through their X account. Check it out with me here. It says, agents can now spend USDC on Solana anywhere Mastercard works. Introducing Moon Agents, card by MoonPay. So also when we think about that, what happened on April 15th, guys, keep this in mind. We covered this as well, which was the breaking. XRP is now live on Solana. So we're seeing that interoperability with Solana XRP, MoonPay, Mastercard. This is now catching steam. As I was telling you, we're waiting to see more money hit the market or hit that crypto space, the total crypto market. It's coming. It's on the way as we see through these stories. And this MoonPay agents, like, think how big that is. USDC stablecoin is now live on Mastercard. Anywhere Mastercard is approved, USDC is being moved. Crypto is going retail in a real way right now via MoonPay. Like, think about how big that is. And we think about agents. We think about agents in X402. We see all these projects being X402 capable. Sorry. We have like Algorand, HBAR, right? These are all going to be X402 projects that are going to have agentic payments, AI payments. This is huge. We're seeing this really take off right now in real time. I'm pumped for it right now. Hope you guys are as well. Now let's talk about the Clarity Act, or the market structure bill, as you may have heard it, and the excitement around that. We heard Cynthia Loomis at Bitcoin 2026 say that May's the month that we're going to get the market structure bill passed. We're going to get the markup passed, etc. Well, coming out today from Brendan Peterson on May 1st, 2026, we did see this post come out. This is exciting news. It's kind of a good indicator that we may be closer than we think. So check it out here. It says, Senators Tillis and Alsobrooks have finalized a compromise on stablecoin yield. Punchbowl News has the text. Bans rewards that are economically or functionally equivalent to deposit interest. Balances can be used for rewards if companies clear the equivalent test. And then we saw directly after this, we get this from Brian Armstrong, the CEO of Coinbase, and this is also their chief policy officer from Coinbase, making the first announcement, which was the final rewards text in the Clarity Act is now public. We've been clear throughout the process. Much of this debate was based on imagined risk, not real evidence, nor was it based on real understanding of how crypto actually works. And then you have Brian Armstrong say, mark it up. So why is that big coming from somebody like Brian Armstrong? Is Coinbase has been the front or the scapegoat for this market structure bill, the Clarity Act, giving pushback on stablecoin yields back to the banking committee. Now you have their chief policy officer and their CEO both saying, hey, good to go, mark it up, we're waiting on you guys. So now the ball is back into the banking committee's court to push this forward. They're saying they're good to go with it. So we will see what happens with this. It is the government. There's things that still have to be done. They could kick the can down the road later on. We don't really know. But this is a great indicator that progress is being made, if anything. So that's something just to keep in your pocket for later. Don't go rush out and FOMO in just yet. There's things to come still. We'll see what the future holds. Keep in mind that we have in Miami, May 5th through the 7th, we have Consensus out there, which is going to be a big event. You're going to see a lot of more headlines come from that as well. So keep an eye out for the Consensus May 5th through the 7th coming up very soon. If you're watching this video in real time, that is. All right. So that's all I have for you guys. Again, if you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you like this kind of content and just bring you facts and recent information. And we do deep dives in crypto projects as well for anybody that's interested in those things. But before I let you go, take care of yourself. Take care of the people around you. Become the change you want to see in the world. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll see you on the next one.